What's up, people? It's your man, Urban Lover, coming from your mama's basement, baby. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my man, Ken Jakul. Now, me and him was in the comment section. We was basically talking about the Lakers team going forward. And we had a little discussion about who the leader is going to be for the Lakers. As of now, not in a couple years from now, but as of now. So, instead of me and him going back and forward, I told him, I said, it'd be better that I just make a video so that way everybody can chime in and give their own point of who they think is going to be the leader. Now, what I did is I decided to bring three guys into this scenario. The three guys are Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, and D'Angelo Russell. If you choose to bring anybody else in outside of these three, you just got to explain why you think this individual is going to be the leader. But I'm talking about as of now going forward. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, Luol Deng. I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about the youth. And I think Luol Deng will be a mentor, not so much a leader. He never was a leader on Chicago nor Miami. He was basically like a stand-in. He was just like, just there. Now, he'll be okay because he's a veteran, but I don't think that he's going to be that one that's going to pick up the torch and be that leader. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm only going with these three. Now, me personally, I picked Julius Randle. And why I picked Julius Randle? Because of Luke Walton. Based on the fact of what I seen from the previous season, which was last year, in games where Kobe wasn't on the floor or was just, out due to injuries, Julius Randle actually was more of a vocal inspiration to the team than anything. And I'm not saying that other guys wasn't, but at the same time, it was mostly you always see Julius Randle that was actually speaking out. And also on top of that, the point of the matter is this: if Luke Walton is coming over and he's bringing the Golden State offense, and he's and as we compare some of the players to some of the Golden State Warriors players, now when we compare, we're not saying that they're going to be exactly like those individuals, but we're just saying as in the roles of what they're going to do. Now, with that being said, they're going to push the fact that there's going to be a point where Julius Randle or Larry Nance is going to bring the ball up. So, Julius Randle is going to be almost like that Draymond Green role. He's going to be put in that Draymond Green role. And with him being in that Draymond Green role, if you notice, Draymond Green is like the vocal leader of that team. Now, Klay Thompson and Steph are mainly in the spotlight. Steph winning all the awards, Klay Thompson is like the splash brother, that also, if Steph wasn't there, he would basically win awards as well. Now, Draymond Green, you really don't hear too much about him, only when he do something idiotic. That's when you really hear about him, in news, news brief or stuff like that. Now, Julius Randle, one thing I say about Julius Randle is that he's never in the spotlight. Only time you probably hear something about him is on Twitter, and it's basically just words. They don't really have too many videos out about him. Matter of fact, this whole offseason, they didn't have anything really about him. Just talking about how he was working on his weightlifting and all that. How he was working on his game, his jumper, his low post moves, his defense. You just heard they was constantly talking about what he was doing, to better his craft. Now, JC and Russell, they stayed in the spotlight. And what I mean by that is that they're always in the spotlight period. No matter what's going on, whether they're doing Snapchat, TMC, whatever it may be, they're always in the spotlight. Twitter, whatever. I follow Julius Randle on Twitter. I don't really see Julius Randle hardly ever tweet. I don't know if he does, but I just don't really see him tweeting. I don't know if he's in that mode where he's like, I'm want to win. That type of mode. I don't know what's going on with Julius Randle, but I think this is the reason why I say Julius Randle is going to be that dude as of right now. In the game where he had 10 assists, if you notice when he was coming on the court and he's bringing the ball down, D'Angelo Russell was on the right side of him, and D'Angelo Russell try to call for the ball, and Julius Randle waved him off, and it went on with the play. And that right there alone showed me that, leadership. And I'm not saying that because he waved him off, his leadership. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, he's going to be the individual that's going to take over the game as a vocal leader. Not so much as the scorer, because that's where Ingram, Russell, and Clarkson is going to be the scorers. But he's going to be the one that's going to get these guys fired up, get these guys to play that type of tempo that's going to help them get to the next level. That's what I'm talking about as in leadership. That guy that's on the floor that's voicing his opinion, yelling and screaming, whatever it may be, and constantly getting in these guys' tails about winning. That's why I say Julius Randle is going to be that dude. Now, D'Angelo Russell in the futures to come, yeah, he might be that dude, but I don't think he's going to be that dude as of right now. Why? Because he's still trying to find himself. He's still trying to get his craft together. He's in his mindset, he thinks that he still have a lot to prove, because I think in his mind he thought that he might have been snuffed, from his rookie season because he didn't get the chance to really shine like he wanted to because he was playing behind Kobe. Plus, Byron Scott had a leash around him, wouldn't let him really, go all out. And I don't knock Byron Scott for what he did. I'm not a coach, so I'm not going to sit there and beat the man down. And I don't know because I'm not in the locker room. I don't know what goes on in the locker room. I'm just going by what I see according to my eye view. So, with that, D'Angelo Russell got a chip on his shoulder. He could be more focused on doing him, like getting out there, scoring, showing people that he can play, because a lot of people don't believe him. Like 25% of the fan base don't believe in D'Angelo Russell, and they're waiting for him to make a mistake. And that's the same thing with the media outside of the Lakers. If you notice, the media always talk negative about D'Angelo Russell. So D'Angelo Russell's biggest thing is that he's going to go out and prove the Nats is wrong. That's going to be his whole thing. So that's why I say at the end of the day, he's not going to be that leader because he's going to be too busy trying to prove to himself and to everybody else that think that he's not worth being that number 2 pick. He's going to prove to himself and to them that he is that number 2 pick. So he's going to be doing his thing. But in the futures to come, he's going to be that leader because you already see it in a summer league where he stepped up and he played that leader role. But I don't think he's going to be it as of right now, with the team in the direction they're going. Not saying that he can't be it later on in the future, but not right now. Now, at the end of the day, him and JC might be co-captains. I'm not too sure, but this is my opinion. I think that, like I said, I think Randle's going to be the captain, and these two are going to be the co-captains. And in the future, D'Angelo Russell is going to transition into the leader. But at this point in time, like I said, this is the reason why I'm going with Julius Randle. They brought in a bunch of veterans to help these guys, to mentor them on and off the court in order to keep these guys focused. So that way they don't lose focus, because sometimes you have a squad with nothing but a bunch of young guys, it doesn't work out. History proves that. I know a lot of young fan base were like, oh no, let's have a bunch of young guys. You need veterans on that squad in order to help these young guys. And like I said before, some of these young guys can also mentor some of these older guys, that's out there still doing, foolish stuff. Now, JC doesn't come off to me as being a leader. He's more of a support player. But I think they're going to make him a co-captain just based on the fact that he's been in the league a year longer than the other two individuals. And they want to make sure that he feels as being a part of the team. So that's the only reason why I can see him as being a co-captain. He's going to be more like a supporter. He's not going to be that vocal voice on the court. Now, he might say little things here and there on the court. There's no player that doesn't say things. But like I said before, Julius Randle is going to be that one that's going to be the one that the voice that everybody's going to basically hear. Now, JC had a situation where he took Jenner from the Kardashians to the Drew League. And I don't know if he was showing off for or not. I don't know. I'm not following his personal life, but I just want to speak about this. In that game, I shared with y'all in the last video where he only scored 6 points. Now, based on that alone, they always be dating or seeing each other according to sources. I don't know how long it been and stuff like that. But remember, that wasn't too long ago. Now, information is coming out that she's now seeing ASAP Rocky. So she probably say, I come to this game with this guy. I think he will be a superstar. He only scored 6 points on a high school team. No disrespect to the Drew League, but I'm just messing around. But he only scored 6 points, and I don't think this guy is going to be a superstar. He's going to be a dud. So let me get out of here now while this boat ain't sink yet, and let me jump on something that's more hot. So that's why I think she went with ASAP Rocky. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of happy that he's not with her, if that's what it is that they're putting out there, that they was dating or whatever. But I'm kind of happy they are not together, because for some odd reason, when the Lakers date celebrity, it's like a bad omen. It's from Lamar Odom to Nick Young and now JC. But we didn't get to see the full effect of that, which is a good thing. But with that being said, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely get in the comment section and tell me, out of these three, who do you think will be the leader? And if you see somebody else that's on the team that might be a leader, share it in the comment section. But just share with me and other Laker fans why you think that individual that you pick is going to be the leader of the team. Take care. You have a blessed day. And definitely, most of all, be safe out there. Love you guys.